Once upon a time, in a beautiful kingdom, there lived a charming young princess named Tatiana. She had smooth, dark brown skin and deep brown eyes that twinkled like the stars in the night sky. Her curly, black hair cascaded over her shoulders, and her laughter was as musical as the song of a lark. She was loved by everyone in the kingdom. One sunny day, Princess Tatiana was playing in the royal gardens. The flowers were blooming, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of roses and lilies. Her favorite spot was by the edge of a clear, blue pond where she loved to watch the fish and frogs swimming happily. As she sat there, admiring the beauty of the garden, she noticed a golden ball in her toy box. It was her favorite toy, a gift from her father, the king. She took it out and began to play with it, tossing it up into the air and catching it with her delicate hands. While she was playing, she accidentally threw the golden ball too high, and it fell into the pond with a loud splash. The water swallowed the ball, and it disappeared beneath the surface, out of sight. Princess Tatiana was very upset, as she loved the golden ball dearly. Just as she was about to cry, she heard a soft, croaky voice. "Why are you so sad, dear princess?" it asked. She looked around, trying to find the source of the voice, and saw a little green frog with big, round eyes sitting on a lily pad in the pond. "Oh, Mr. Frog," she sighed, "I have lost my precious golden ball. It fell into the pond, and now I cannot get it back." The frog looked thoughtful for a moment before saying, "I can help you, Princess Tatiana. I can dive down and fetch your golden ball for you. But in return, you must promise me one thing." "What is it that you want, Mr. Frog?" asked the princess, hopeful that she could get her beloved toy back. The frog replied, "I wish to be your friend, dear princess. I want to eat from your golden plate, drink from your golden cup, and sleep on your soft, silk pillow. If you promise me these things, I will bring your golden ball back to you." Princess Tatiana thought about it for a moment. She desperately wanted her golden ball back, so she agreed to the frog's request. "I promise, Mr. Frog. If you bring my golden ball back, I will be your friend, and you can have all those things you asked for." The frog smiled and dove into the pond. He swam deeper and deeper until he found the golden ball resting on the soft, muddy bottom. With a powerful kick of his legs, he pushed himself back up to the surface, holding the golden ball in his mouth. As he handed the ball back to Princess Tatiana, her face lit up with joy. She thanked the frog and ran back to the castle, forgetting all about her promise. The next day, as the royal family sat down for dinner, there was a gentle knock on the door. Princess Tatiana's father, the king, opened the door to find the little green frog waiting outside. "Good evening, Your Majesty," said the frog. "I am here to claim the promise your daughter made to me. I have come to eat from her golden plate, drink from her golden cup, and sleep on her soft, silk pillow." The king looked at his daughter, who was blushing with embarrassment. She had not told her father about her promise to the frog, and she didn't want to admit it now. But the king was wise and kind, and he knew that a promise must always be kept. "Very well," said the king, "you may join us for dinner, Mr. Frog. A promise made must be a promise kept." The frog was seated at the table next to Princess Tatiana. She hesitated, but finally allowed the frog to eat from her golden plate and drink from her golden cup. The royal family watched in amazement as the little frog enjoyed his meal, and the king reminded his daughter about the importance of keeping her word. After dinner, Princess Tatiana led the frog to her bedroom, where her soft silk pillow awaited. She placed the frog gently on the pillow, and though she was still uneasy about her new friend, she said goodnight and turned off the light. The next morning, Princess Tatiana awoke to find that the frog was gone. In his place, she discovered a handsome young prince with kind eyes and a warm smile. She gasped in surprise and asked who he was. "I am Prince Ethan," he said, "and I was under a spell, turned into a frog by an evil witch. Only the promise of friendship from a kind-hearted person could break the spell. Your promise set me free, dear princess, and for that, I am eternally grateful." Princess Tatiana was overjoyed that her new friend was not a frog, but a prince. They spent their days together, exploring the kingdom, laughing, and sharing stories. As years passed, their friendship blossomed into love, and the people of the kingdom were delighted to see their princess so happy. With the blessing of the king and queen, Prince Ethan and Princess Tatiana were married in a grand celebration that lasted for days. The whole kingdom rejoiced, and the love between the prince and princess brought happiness and prosperity to the land. And so, Princess Tatiana and Prince Ethan lived happily ever after, reminding everyone of the power of friendship, the importance of keeping promises, and the magic that can be found in the most unexpected places. And that, dear child, is the end of our tale. Good night, little one. May you have sweet dreams and wake up to a beautiful new day.